Good day, gentlemen. I tried to put my phone in a good place, but it's difficult to reach to stop recording. And I'm finished my thoughts. Thank you for joining me on the Have a Coke and a Smile Rant. Now, this is about magnetizing yourself for the best that life has to offer. Excuse me. This came to mind because I saw a teacher when I went to the store the other night. Who, when I went to, all right, let me back up. There's a cartoon character that I loved in the newspaper, and it's called Born Loser. I loved it, and I don't know how my teacher and I got talking about it. But anyway, so I'd ask him, well, oh shit, what is a born loser? So he was like, a born loser is someone who, even if victory is sitting in their laps, they're going to find a way to lose, even when winning is assured. And I was like, well, that's stupid. But anyway, I've learned that there are people like that, and as I got older, I understood why. And I will tell you something, gentlemen. This is a young man. Even though I'm talking to 10 to 15-year-olds, those who 15 to 21, this is particularly for you. You can be magnetized for the best that life has to offer, or the least. And I've known this. It's called generational curses. But I like to call it being magnetized. A generational curse means that, oh, you're doomed to repeat it. You are if you're not aware of it. You're not aware of generational curses. I wasn't aware of it until I was made aware. So I did my introspection, and I studied the people around me to make sure their bad habits are not in me. Now, you can be magnetized for failure because of generational curses. And you've got to watch the people around you and see how they live their life. And if they are born losers, gentlemen, you're going to have to do the opposite of what everyone around you is doing. If you want the opposite of what they are experiencing, you want the opposite result of what they're going through, you've got to do the opposite. Now, there are things you can do to break free from generational curses. One, be aware of it. Carl Jung had said that, or Young had said that, what you're not aware of occurs as fate. And I experienced that. Now, once I became aware of what was going on in my life, guess what? It couldn't happen to me anymore because I noticed the pattern. Oh, I saw this before. Oh, I know what this is about. Not today, buddy. Because I was aware of it, it lost its power over me. So you've got to be aware of the fact that generational curses exist, and that you would examine yourself and your family to see what it is, and is it in you, and do everything you can to counter that by doing the opposite. Now, in studying generational curses and how it works, I learned how to break it. From, I think it was Hindu or Buddhism, of doing dharma, doing good deeds, sowing good seed, so that you put into the universe good deeds so that you reap good karma. So what I did, instead of just paying tithes, I double up on my tithes. So since paying tithes was mandatory, I double it up. So that I double up my karma to counteract whatever is coming down the pipeline because of people in my family I've never met, things that they have done, habits they have and passed down generation to generation. But tithes, I don't just mean money. I mean like donating time, helping people like with their school work. Like in college, I helped a lot of people for free. I didn't charge because my teachers didn't charge me in high school, so I didn't charge. So that was my good deed. Sometimes I do things for free even if I need the money. It depends now. Like usually for the elderly, I usually do things for them for free. So the reality is, gentlemen, most only a handful of people really magnetize their children for success. As a general rule, most people are blind to it. So they, by default, magnetize their offspring and bloodline for failure. And another way to magnetize yourself for success and to counteract generational curses is to be on the divine frequency. And this is why it was in chapter, the first third of the Emperor's Club. You have to be on the divine frequency. And this is why righteousness is important. This is why having character is important. You can elevate your frequency to the divine frequency, and thus, if you can't escape your generational curses, the blows that it will put on you are softened and dampened. And the Kingmaker, I've already finished. I have to record that book. The last chapter is on alchemy. Yes, alchemy. Alchemy is not what you think it is, but it is what you think it is. Just that the people behind it misinterpret it. You can turn lead into gold. And that's what I'm talking about now. You elevate your frequency. And thus, you attract from the universe that on the frequency you vibrate on. So you want to be on the divine frequency so that good could come into your life. But to do that, you must live a certain lifestyle and have a certain mindset. And with that comes character, discipline, righteousness. It's not just for pretty gentlemen. I'm not talking to hear myself. You want to be above generational curses. You want to be able to control what karma brings your way by sowing the seeds. And like I did, I doubled down on my tithes, because you reap what you sow. So I doubled down on it. And as best as I can, I try to vibrate at the divine frequency so that I attract that into my life. If only to counteract the generational curse that I may be operating under without knowing. I've figured it out, and I've countered it myself, because I understand what is going on. But anyway, gentlemen, I'm at my destination. I gotta go. I'll catch you on the flip side. Don't forget, discipline, character, righteousness puts you on the divine frequency. And the law of the universe says that what you vibrate to is what you attract and draw to you. So if you get a choice to vibrate on the divine frequency, get on it, gentlemen. Thank you. I'll see you in a little while. Goodbye.